What is up, everybody? Welcome to Campfire. What's going on, Pat?
Not much. Pretty busy weekend, I'm sure everybody can agree.
I'm sure everybody can agree. I know I am absolutely exhausted. Um, I was sitting here fighting to hold my head up while I'm waiting on the stream to start. Uh,
Could you
Crazy
do
stuff.
all night?
Oh yeah, I ain't been to bed since. Well, I got up really early Saturday because I went and did a couple of parks before I went and did field day, of course. So yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna do that too, but I just kind of overslept. Funny.
eh, it happens. It'll probably happen tomorrow for work. Will be my luck.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So, how did your field day go?
uh, well, I mean, I love field day because to me, I do field day every day of the year. So field day to me is more of a social thing. So my social aspect was really awesome, but I did not accomplish hardly anything I wanted to do radio wise
Mm.
because I was running the GOTA station and
Oh, cool.
uh, a lot of the guys that were set up in campers and trailers and stuff like that, I'm set up in a little, easy up and stuff like that for the go to station. And I spent more time taking the radios and stuff up and down where it kept raining every other hour.
Oof.
And it was pretty horrible that way. I mean, I still made a ton of contacts, but yeah, I had several antennas that I was trying to do some reviews on while I was there,
Hmm.
and I got around to none of it because every time I would go to set a new antenna, it would just start raining again, and I'm like, good God.
Yeah. We had beautiful weather actually for us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was like under 90, but above 80 the whole time. So yeah, it made it really nice. And then we had quite a few visitors for our Goda station.
Good deal, good deal.
Yeah,
Hopefully actually got some people interested and they'll want to get back and get their license and stuff.
yeah, we had like this one family from Germany. Um, I guess the father of the household is stationed here. He's in like the German military or whatever. So he's here like a NATO mission or whatever. And like it's kind of funny because I was like playing with my drone and his kids don't know a lick of English, and like they kept asking me questions. I was like, "Yeah, sure, okay." I had no idea what they were saying. So yeah, it was pretty fun. It was pretty cool. I was on 40 meters most of the time, and it was just wall to wall on 40 meters.
Yeah, I mean that was the other thing too. Like most of the other stations had the good bands, and I was stuck picking with crap, and I don't know. But once all the OEMs started going to bed, it can become my time to really tear some things up. I
Yeah,
made a ton of 80-meter contacts Saturday
that's
night.
good.
I mean an absolute ton. I had a good pile up going. So
I don't know that we had an 80-meter station up actually.
we we at least tried everything. A lot of stuff just wasn't open this weekend, and or it was open for just a brief second. Like I know Saturday day I was on 15 meters, and I could hear a station from Spain really good. And right as I go to call him, he just totally drops off. Like he went from like 5.7 to you can't even hear him. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, you know, I had like a similar experience of 40 meters where I was flipping through the band trying to work on the stations calling CQ, and then out of nowhere I hear like Echo India 3. I was like, what? On 40 meters? And
Yeah,
I stopped and I talked to him like, hey, I could hear you here in Maryland despite like the band being completely flooded. And yeah, I got a little DX contact in.
that's cool. That's cool.
So it worked.
I'm not sure what we ended up with overall, because I started packing up about 1 o'clock, packing up my stuff because honestly, I was so tired and I knew I was going straight to the parks to activate, and trying to get them in before the storms hit again. And
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, but yeah, I have no idea how many contacts we did. I mean, I know there's gonna be stations out there that got like 5,000 contacts or some crap like that. It's gonna be something ridiculous, and we weren't there, but we did pretty good, I think.
I
So
I really like field day because we ran a 3A, and we had like 11 people there, so we had plenty of people to switch on and off and stuff like that. So we got to spend a lot of time hanging out and talking and doing stuff, and drinking, of course. I think it was 3 o'clock when I seen the first jar of moonshine come out. I mean, it's not West Virginia Field Day until the moonshine comes out, right?
yeah, ours was at like a fire station, fire ground or something. So I don't know how they felt about drinking. So
Well, I
they
mean, we
really
were in it. We
bothered.
were in like a little. I guess it's like a city-run park because
Hmm.
uh, it's like a city-owned water park, and then they have an amphitheater there, and they got a big soccer field and stuff down there. And we had the whole soccer field, which we typically do every year. So
Was
it
that
was
in Charleston?
no, it was in between Madison and Charleston on
Hmm.
119. So it was a good time. One of our operators did have a little too much to drink, and he did wake up on a slicky slide in the playground, a good way away from field day. And then we went and got him because it was getting ready to do a bad thunderstorm. We went and got him, and he come up there and he ate some gravy and biscuits this morning. And about 10 minutes later, he got sick on that and went to do his thing, and passed out again somewhere over through there, and didn't come back till the next storm had hit real hard. He come back a sopping wet rat, and we had a good time doing a little bit of laughing at him. It was fun times for sure.
Yeah, it seems like this was a pretty good field day. I mean, it was kind of like the first, I guess, big field day back for most people. Um, so yeah, I think that it was a good field day. Andy says the Spanish were doing a competition this weekend for the King of Spain.
Nice. You know,
So
there was a lot of Spanish stations on that. That makes sense.
I didn't
That-
hear many.
I heard quite a few. Uh, when I'd be in like some of the other trailers and stuff, I heard quite a few. So that makes a little bit of sense.
Yeah, I didn't actually didn't hear many. Like I said, I only really heard that what do you call it? Irish station. But I was mostly on 40 meters too, so can't expect too much. And you know what? Like I use my Buddy Stick Pro, and you got a lot of heads turning on that. Because most of these guys had like 30, 40, 50 foot mass, you know some big old wire or whatever, and it's like
We
here I am with my little Buddy Stick just hammering out contacts. And
uh,
you can't hear dirt
we
on those
we
things.
had for running 3 alpha. We had a major amount of antennas up. It was pretty crazy. Um, let's see. I know there was two Eagle ones up. There was two different 6 meter dipoles up. A alpha antenna up. Uh, there was 2 meter and 440 up. We had a 6 to 160 dipole, and it was about 63 feet in the air.
Hmm.
I mean, and it had we had a duplexer, a 3-station duplexer on that, so we could run 3 different bands on just that antenna if we wanted.
Wow.
So,
Brian says he thought he would be hearing a lot of Canada, but the only foreign country he heard was Hungary, which is weird because I had the opposite experience where I heard a ton of Canadian stations.
yeah, I heard quite a bit of Canada. We got quite a bit of Canada,
Yeah.
but the band was not very great, and not at least in West Virginia they wasn't.
I didn't have any issues on 40 meters all day. That's the only band I was on all day. I started on 10 actually. I only heard one guy and I talked to him and I was like, all right, we got 10 meters.
It was quite fun because there was 2 different instances where 2 different people who run 7300s came up to me and be like, "We've been calling this station for like 20 minutes. Will you get him?" And I'm like, "What frequency?" And I'd scroll over to it, and like 1 or 2 tries and get it, and I'm like, "It's the Yazoo, man. It's just the Yazoo." So that's always fun for me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was using my G90 too, and that turned a lot of heads because I was using the G90 with the amp. So, people were like, "What is that?" Because, like, no one really had anything too modern there. Like, no one had like a 90, like a 7300 or 991 or anything like that, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, we definitely had mostly new radios there. I don't think there was any. I think the oldest radio there is one of the guys was running an older Kenwood on digital. So yes,
Yeah.
Toby, the magic radio.
I
I
think
agree.
I was literally the only person with a waterfall, and I had a G90, so it says something. But yeah, I'm hoping next year I'll have either a 991 or a 7300 or whatever. You know, something natively 100 watts. And
Field days just always. I don't know. It's just always a fun time for me. I really love the social aspect of it. I mean, because we never run really over a 3 or 4, and we always have extra people, so we can always have the radios going. But then there's plenty of time for other people to, be social and stuff like that. So
and then one of my friends from TikTok came down and he dropped off. Let me see if I can grab it real quick. So he made me this ammo can. I left it on. One of these ammo can radio holders.
oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. I might put my 778 in there. What does this do? I don't know if it does. Anyways, yeah, I might put my 778 in here. G90 will fit too if I put it sideways, and I can yeah, put the little screen up here. That'd be kind of cool, but it's a little hefty for that, I think. So I might just put like a portable UHF VHF in here. It already has the antenna, so that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to finalize my new QRP kit, and it's going to probably be all the bags in the car, but it's probably going to be a bag. It's going to be about this wide and about this tall.
Yeah, I definitely want like some like a UHF VHF for when I do activations, because like there's people out here who do hang out on Simplex.
Right.
So what I need to get is maybe one of KB9 VBRs, but like a J pole I can just throw up in the tree and just pull it up and be like, all right, throw a J pull like 20 feet up in the air
Yeah.
and just push 50 watts into simplex and see what happens.
I'm trying to remember where I got mine. I really like mine. It's not an Ed Fong.
Is it swim gym?
It is a swim gym. I really like it.
Yeah.
It does really good.
Or you should make one.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. It's simple.
I did spend some time when it was raining doing some soldering stuff and stuff like that out there. So that I did get a little bit accomplished, but I didn't get to get none of the antennas up that I wanted to get up and do a little work with, just to for some reviews and stuff like that. But
yeah, I'm kind of bummed I didn't get the what do you call it this weekend? For this weekend, the QDX. I'm bummed I didn't get that yet. I should be getting it soon, but yeah, I'm kind of bummed. I'm really hoping I have it for Support Your Parks weekend, so I can just sit there and run 2 stations at once.
oh, you're gonna run 2 stations
At once, yeah.
Oh Lord,
At the 5 for.
Everybody's gonna hate you.
Yep, I'm gonna run 2 stations at once at the 5 for and just sit there all night, just plug it away.
I can hear it now.
On the plaque weekend.
This guy's a cheater.
It's not a 5 for. Yeah, dude, it'd be so funny. It's like every minute I just get 10 QSOs. Yeah, it'd be funny because the QDX I think does. I want to say, does it do up to 80 or is it 40? Might be 40 down to 10. It's like 4 bands, but I mean that's all you really need on FT8. And you put it up on an NFED, good to go.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the next big thing, I guess, is Support Your Parks.
Yeah, it's coming up quickly. That, and I'm trying to get the West Virginia photo meet and greet set up. It's like hard getting people. Yeah, every time you think you got a day, then 10 other people don't want that day, and then it's it.
Yeah, at some point you just gotta put your foot down and be like, it's happening this day. Be there or don't. So that kind of thing, you can't accommodate everybody, unfortunately. You just have to do the best you can. So, like, obviously, don't do a 4th of July weekend, but or Support Your Parks. But yeah, you'd probably be looking at doing something like the 23rd ish. What's up, Covain?
Oh, Covain, I haven't heard you on the radio in my last like 3 activations. And Toby and poor Toby, she missed my second activations today. She said I didn't even see you in the spot. I was like, look, I had to hurry. Like the storm was moving in quick. Like I left the park and it just started downpouring too. Absolute downpouring. It's calmed down now because I don't hear it as bad outside. I was kind of worried. I was like, man, I'm gonna get in the middle of a stream and lose power.
Yeah.
Which the good thing is when there's somebody else on here, it doesn't kick them. I could lose power and it won't kick you, but you couldn't bring nobody else in or nothing like that.
I can't run it, kind of like. Yeah.
Actually, I don't think you could end the broadcast. I don't know how it would end.
I guess I just leave. I think I just leave.
I guess if there's nobody left in the stream, it would have to end. I'm assuming.
Probably. Yeah. So Support Your Parks is coming up. If you want that drone, man, you better let me know, because when I mentioned that, like 5 people came back to me like, does anyone else want it? Shoot me a message what you want for it. Yeah. it's not much because the batteries aren't working. Well, the batteries, I think the batteries work. It just needs a new charger. But chargers are expensive for drones in general.
I know. I know. Next week, I'm definitely ordering my 818. I've made up my mind. I'm not changing it no more. I'm ordering the 818 and being done.
That's the QRP one, right?
Yep. 6 watts.
People have told me like I don't know. It's not super great, but it's not bad.
Yeah. See, I've heard the exact opposite. Like most people that have them have had them forever and love them.
Hmm. I don't know. I guess there's two frames of mind. I'm betting a lot of people that have told me kind of negative stuff about it. They're
Hmm.
probably more QRO guys.
Probably.
So
Probably.
yeah,
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what. PP Man, he absolutely loves his, and he has a 705.
he
So
likes it more than the 705.
now I didn't say that. I just said he loves
Yeah,
his.
I was about to
He,
say like,
he hasn't said which one he has said as far as durability and toughness.
oh yeah,
He would prefer the Yaesu anytime. But
yeah. No, I could definitely see that because like the 705 has the big old screen on it, so it's
but
like well
and,
one good drop and it's dead.
yeah, so it is fucking tiny, man.
Yeah, it is. I've seen one in person, and you're right. It is small. It's about the size of the G90, I think. Maybe a little smaller.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's definitely smaller than mine because I got the fan on mine.
Yeah, I don't use the fan. I've never felt a need to use it.
Really, yours don't get hot.
It gets hot, but so what?
Oh,
I mean, like I don't know. I've gotten that thing up to like 70 degrees Celsius. It's like 140 or something Fahrenheit, and it's been fine.
I don't know. I get paranoid when my radios get hot.
I think as long as it's not getting above like 100 Celsius, maybe 130, then it's probably fine. Because like none of the components are gonna melt until like you know they get hot enough to melt solder, pretty much.
Right.
So
Understand that. Understand that for sure.
yeah. So
What's going
yeah,
on, Joseph?
I think one of the coolest things too was I finally got to meet a lot of people from my club because my clubs have been doing Zoom meetings and stuff since the beginning of the pandemic. So I don't think they've done really much in person yet.
Yeah.
And I only joined it back in like December, January. So
Yeah. I always like getting out with the club guys and stuff like that, and have. We had a good time. I mean, well, we had two clubs there. Summer's always a combined club thing that we do, but our club was definitely the bigger of the numbers, and lots of fun. Matter of fact, some of them even said, we just need to do a club camping trip where we just do radio. I'm like, sure, POTA.
yeah, Oda soda.
So, yeah, that's another thing. When I get at the 818, I'm going to go ahead and push out like 5 or 10 sodas fairly quick because I'm going to have the little radio. I'm going to have a 4.5 amp hour battery, which is tiny.
Oh yeah,
And I'm going to probably just use the Oreo. So
how much current does it draw on standby? Do you know?
I don't know off the top of my head, but I know Mike runs his on like a 3.5, I think, or a 3, whatever Violino has. It's either 3 or 3.5, and he can run it for like 4 hours or something stupid. So
Yeah.
and my battery's bigger than that. It's a 4.5.
Like I've said, I've yet to kill my Bio NO
Plus,
9 amp hour.
plus the battery, the internal battery, he said is good for like an hour and something.
It's not very long, but I mean, yeah, it's fine.
For a soda activation,
That's plenty long.
an hour and something's plenty for me because
Yeah.
I don't want to make a bunch of soda contacts because of this one specific thing. You have to individually put in every log in soda, and it sucks. Like that's the one thing I cannot stand about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a soda activation soon. There is like an accessible mountain close to me, you know. So
Andy said 10 milliamps.
for what? Oh, that's a current draw. Okay, yeah, so that's like nothing. So
Yeah,
that's something you have to like always consider doing POTA is if you're going off of a battery, what's the current draw on your radio on standby? Because like I know, for instance, I want to say 7300 is like one. It's like 1 amp.
yeah, that's what the 891 is. 891 actually draws more than the 991A.
It's an older radio, so yeah, I could see that.
Good, because I was thinking about just getting the 891 and just running it QRP, but I couldn't even use a little battery because it still would just suck it dry too fast.
Yeah, yeah. I need to definitely look into getting some upgrades of radios myself. Yeah, G90 is nice with the amp, but I'm not gonna haul the amp around everywhere. I want one piece, not two.
Right.
It also needs to.
Yeah, one of the guys in our club said that he'd like to try out a G90, and I told him, I was like, well, when I get to the 18 in, I'll let you use my G90 and try it out. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love the G90, man. Like, it's a good radio for what it is and what the price is. It's really hard to beat its performance at that price point.
Oh, I'll tell you something that's probably before Support Your Parks weekend. Matter of fact, I'll look it up right now. But the 13 Colonies is coming up.
Ooh.
And I'm really excited about that.
Why is that?
Like, it's one of my... well, I mean, I don't even do a lot of special events.
Yeah.
But, that is one that I always love to do. It's a whole lot of fun. All right, here we go. 13 Colonies. Come on, give me a date here.
No, I think we should.
It's
drop the link.
Okay, yeah, it shows this year's July. Oh, it starts July the 1st. That's this Friday.
Ooh, and when's it end?
July the 7th.
So midnight, 7 days.
Midnight Eastern. Oh, that is super, super exciting.
Okay.
Yeah, I am super, super stoked about that.
So
I'm really glad. I'm glad I just looked that up.
Tell us about it.
So the 13 Colonies event, you have stations in the original 13 colonies for America, and they run like Kilo 2 Alpha for New York, Kilo 2 Bravo for Virginia, Kilo 2 Charlie for Rhode Island, and so on. And let's see, I think they normally have 2 or 3 special stations. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a 13. I'm not seeing the special stations this year. They probably will have. Okay, yeah, they do. They've got it. I don't know where they're at though this year. but they're normally DX. There's like 3 DX ones.
DX.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
That's interesting.
basically, if you get a clean sweep of the 13 original colonies, you can get the certificate. Uh, Also, most of them will send you back cards from each individual one. Different ones. Some of them you have to send self stamped envelope. Some of them you have to be like the first so many to get in there. So just go to the individual card, like I go to K2 Alpha's page and see what it says. Go to K2 Bravo's page and see what it says. But yeah, it's really fun. I get aggravated some because it's a big event, and you'll get the people that go by numbers, and I'm an 8 call, and I don't want to sit and wait for numbers.
Yeah.
I want to punch the pile up and go. But it, but now there's multiple people that's running the call. You know, there's probably 3 or 4 in each state running that call. So they might they might be on 20 meter and 40 meter at the same time, and the one on 20 meter might be doing by the numbers, and the one on 40 might just be saying CQ. So it just depends on the activator, I guess.
Yeah. So that'll be interesting. I've never done that event, so that will
Let's
be
see here.
interesting for me. I'll have to go and look that up. 13 colonies.
I've got
Ham Radio. Here we go. Oh my gosh, this website is HTML hell. Oh my god. So yeah, that's pretty cool.
Good, good thinking there, Curtis. Another way to polish up on your CW, hunting 13 colonies.
Yeah, there you go. So yeah, I guess there'll be TM13 COL, which will be France, and GB13 COL, which will be um,
Great Britain.
Great Britain. But I guess you only have to get 13 of them. It sounds like.
Yeah,
So
you'll get their certificate if you get the 13
so
original
like
colonies.
so it has to be like the stateside ones. The DX doesn't count.
But you get a clean sweep, is what they call it, if you get all of them.
Okay.
I got the clean sweep last year. I actually got the clean sweep last year QRP. I hunted them all QRP last year, which was really fun.
Hey, you could just do shortwave listening. You get a certificate still.
Yeah,
There you go.
you're right. And Philadelphia is the other third station,
Oh, cool.
the other special station.
What's up? Jason's in the chat. Hey,
Yeah, Jason actually has a stream tonight in a little bit, guys, about an hour and 26 minutes, and he's got a giveaway going on tonight. So you guys know
a rig expert at that.
Yeah,
It's the nice one. It's the AA 500.
I mean, everybody head over there and watch it tonight because I'm going to win the rig expert, and you can cheer for me. I wish. I need a rig expert.
You know what? For your case, I'd recommend just getting the stick because it's so compact. I have the stick. I think I showed you the stick.
Right.
But yeah, the stick is an amazing.
So any crazy stories from field day for you?
Not really, man. Yeah, like it was a pretty standard field day, but like I said, it was kind of cool because we had, where I live is kind of a melting pot of different people, whatever. So there's all kinds of different people there, and that was pretty cool to see. Like, it wasn't like standard ham fest where it's just a bunch of old white dudes. Like, we actually had some diversity there, so that was kind of nice to see. But Yeah, nothing crazy happened. Like you said, the bands just weren't great. So, I could only really do 40 meters. I did, like, I heard people on like 15.
Right.
Um, like, I heard like a Texas station or something on 15, which at night too. So it was pretty crazy. But, it was fun. Like I said, it was like my first field day back in like 4, 5, 6 years or whatever. Um, but yeah, there wasn't a whole ton. Like, there's probably at most 30 people at my field day.
Hey, that's bigger than we had. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm also in a county of like
yeah,
a million people. So,
right. Well, I mean,
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. You're right outside of DC, so
Yeah.
you know, lot lot
Yeah.
lot bigger metro area, a lot more. Well, I mean, well, that's for example, like when we're doing parks up in DC, like you said, you can throw out your call on 2 meter and actually get contacts.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't do that here in West Virginia. That's just it don't happen. So
Yeah. Yeah. Like, well, that's why I want to build out that little box. And I also got a high Sierra antenna.
uh-huh.
It's like one of the adjustable ones. I'm gonna put that one in my backyard. Use this as a base, but it has like a little hitch thing, so you could put it on a trailer hitch.
I'm
It's like a
I'm
really big version of the Tar Heel. If
dude,
anyone's confused.
I'm jealous that you guys didn't get all the rain we got, man. I
Oh,
would,
it was beautiful.
dude.
Yeah.
It was like every hour and a half, like it just start absolutely pouring, and it'd be thunder and lightning too. So I mean,
Oof.
I activate in the pouring rain all the time, but no, when lightning's happening, I'm done.
Curtis asked if anyone picked up the DX on 6. I didn't. I know our 6 meter guy was having some issues getting out. Like, they had a really good setup too. They had like a 4 or 5 element Yagi, 40 feet up. So
Yeah, we have a girl that absolutely loves 6 meters. That's what she comes to field day to do is 6 meters. And she had 3 different 6 meter antennas up, and it just wasn't working for her this year. I mean, last year I think
oh,
she made like crap. All right, if some of the mods can help me here,
they got it.
I'll
They
start
got
getting
it.
them. They got it. Thank you
Yeah.
guys. Appreciate it. Uh, you've arrived when the bots come to get you. I think it's because 2.0 showed up here. He brought them.
Yeah, 2.0 brought his bots with him. His Russian troll bots.
Next time when you come over, Jason, leave your bots over there. Tank Stream's coming up next. Take them to Tank Stream. We don't want them over here.
The cronies.
Like I don't. Man, that stuff just gets on my nerves. Like they just hit everybody's stream like all the time. Like,
Yeah, but you know what? Like, they don't come on mine, which means you're doing something right.
I'm doing something right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm doing something right. I'm getting naked, cheap Tinder or whatever.
Yeah, cheaper than Tinder.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, right.
Like I don't know. Like somebody on the Ham Radio show wants to check out your phony crap.
Yeah, I have to you have to what's it? Yeah, what Joseph said. Yeah, you have to change it to subscribe only. But the only issue with that is if someone's not subscribed, they can't talk. So
And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I'm really closing in on 1K subscribers, and I've said it a million times. When I get to 1K, I originally was giving away just an Eagle One, but now I'm giving away an Eagle One and a 6 to 80 in-fed half-wave dipole, and maybe some more stuff. but at least two antennas. So I think I'm 145 away, I think, or something.
Nice. From 1,000?
Yep.
Yeah.
And,
good.
And another milestone, I don't normally give shout outs to my Patreons when we do Campfire because it's kind of both of us, but I will tonight because I hit 20 Patreons now. Thank you guys very much. You all absolutely rock.
Good
I appreciate
stuff.
everything you do. And since we hit 20, I'm going to be doing something special for you guys. I ain't figured it out exactly yet, but we're definitely going to be doing something special about that.
Yeah.
That's a big achievement for me. I can remember when I first started Patreon, I was like, nobody's ever going to join this. So.
Yeah, I still have to get folks to sign up for mine. It's tough, but yeah, man. I think this was a good weekend. I think that I'll definitely. I'm contemplating next year because like you said, I'm in a big metropolitan area, so there's a lot of field days around me.
Colin says I'm 154 away right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
I probably reversed the numbers.
Oh.
I got all dyslexic and said like 145 or something.
But like next year, I'm contemplating like visiting like all the different field days around me, versus just hanging out at mine. Maybe like Sunday just go to mine, and then Saturday just hop around the different ones, see what's going on.
I mean, I like to go with my club and stuff like that. I know Winterfield Day I absolutely love with my club because it's only my club, and we'll probably do park, so I can do photo. Because I ain't gonna lie, by the time like 12 o'clock rolled around today, I was jonesing. Like the guys were like, "Dude, you're like a meth head on crack or something. You're like jonesing to get to a park or something." I'm like, I am. I'm like, it's been almost 24 hours since I've been in a park. They're like, you're in a park. I'm like, not a photo park.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, I will say the one kind of thing I hope my club does next year different is move the location where they did it, because like where they did it was like in all the way northeast part of the county. And like it's not a lot of people up there. I'm hoping like next year they kind of do it in the center of the county, like where most people can get to and are, because like by 2 interstates and everything. So
I tell you what, the bands got so bad late Saturday night. I actually jumped on Discord. I see Curtis in there, and it's what reminds me because he answered me, and I was like, "Is anybody up?" Curtis is like, "I am." I'm like, "Does 40 suck for you right now?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, okay, making sure my radio ain't messed up here. I'm like, what is going on? When I can't get out on 40, there's something wrong.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't know. Like 40 was absolutely amazing for me the entire time. I don't know if it's the buddy stick, but
how late did you stay up?
I was only there till about 11.
Oh no. Yeah. I'm talking about later than that, but
oh yeah. Well, yeah, I had to get home. I had stuff I had to do, so got there late and left early, unfortunately. But I told him like, hey, I'm not going to be here probably tomorrow, so.
Yeah. Curtis says he might be biased, but he thinks Winterfield Day is more fun. Well,
I don't think he's I can see where he's coming from with that. Let me put it that way.
I really like Winterfield Day. I do have to drink a little bit more on Winterfield Day to stay warm, but yeah. But listen, because I was really concentrating on contacts last Winterfield Day, and it was about 7 degrees out, and Jason and Tristan, they're just walking around, and they just seem like they're warm as can be, and I'm like, why are they so freaking warm? I'm not warm. And then I happened to notice, oh, they're hitting the 10 cup. So I go start hitting the 10 cup, and before I know it, I'm warm.
You know, but I will say, like Winter Field Day, I think there's less people too that participate in it versus Summer Field Day because a lot of the old timers aren't going to get out there when it's below freezing.
Yeah, Andy said there was no space on 40 there. Yeah, during the day, like literally, there was. I was picking up. I'd pick up somebody on random frequencies like 724.20. you know, I mean, they weren't even half a hertz away or nothing. It was stupid.
Yeah, I finally had to use the little like filter on my G90.
I did. Interesting thing. I did make a QSO with Donald Trump. He was on 7,200. So swear to God, somebody was trying to do field day on 7,200, and the old buttholes was trying to jam them out, and they were playing Donald Trump over and over again, and it just said, "Let's make America great again. Let's make America." And so I'm scrolling through there, and I hear this, and so I'm like, "CQ Donald Trump, CQ Donald Trump," and then they play it, and I'm like, "Donald Trump, you're 5'9". And I had that, like, some of the guys was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Come over here and listen. Donald Trump's on 7,200, y'all." I'm like, them guys are such idiots, man.
I didn't hear any of those shenanigans this weekend, but
yeah,
I bet they did happen. I just didn't hear it, but I did hear people just like rag chewing though.
Oh, I did too.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
You hear all these crazy frequencies going at it, and then you get to the next one, they're like, "Yeah, I went down to the general store, and I tell you what, Bilbo, he sold me one of them tractor tires, and that thing had a nail in
it." Yeah, like it was, those guys are sitting at home like amps fully cranked just to piss off everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we're gonna push out 1,500 watts today.
They got their place on the radio too, but I mean, be considerate. Just don't be a jerk.
They could have gone to. I'm tired. They could have gone like 60 meters, but
I'll be honest. Most of the GOTAs that I was doing, I would take them down to the extra portion where it wasn't as crowded, and let them make their contacts down there.
Yeah, I went down to the extra portion a bit too.
Yeah. It was still crowded down there, but it wasn't near as bad.
Which is weird because a lot of people are running club calls, and a lot of the club calls are extras. So it's like, why aren't you down the extra portion? Do you just not know you can't go there?
Habit,
Yeah,
it's just your habit.
I guess a lot of people don't know. Like, hey, if you're running a club call, it's an extra call. You can go down the extra portion. Just saying.
Yeah.
But one thing I did find the buddy stick is if you tune it to like where it tells you to tune it, like with the counterpoise, you actually have to extend it out if you go down to the extra portion. That's what I found. So something interesting.
Anybody who's hunting POTA while they're listening to us, Bo's actually on 7180. He just
Brian said he overheard on 20. I'm doing everything I can to get these damn field day stations off there. It's like, dude, you can't deal with 24 hours a year. Like, come on.
I mean, that's the thing. I don't understand these people. Like,
I get it when every other weekend there's some stupid QSO party somewhere. And it's like, okay, I kind of get that.
I get it. It's aggravating. But you know what? I can go to like 60 meters or, 15 or something and do my POTA. I don't. And I can do that just fine. I don't have to be on 7,200 because I've had 6 colonoscopies this year and I'm the leader of the group, I mean, you can talk anywhere. It works the same. You know, I promise you, I don't spot on the same frequency every day. And I promise you that somebody has me on Ham alerts or whatever, and they follow me to stop. I mean, that guy, I feel sorry for that guy. Like, if your life is so down in the dumps that all you have to look forward to is James coming on the radio so you can try to run him off, that's horrible. Get a new hobby, man, because this one's not working for you.
Yeah, it's some I don't know. Every hobby has those kind of people in it where it's like they're the elitist of the hobby. Like they're like, oh, I've been here for 40 fucking years, so I know everything. I'm God. When it comes to that hobby, and they just don't want anyone else bothering them. They don't want anyone else slowing them down. Like,
And you,
even
and
like
you,
video games, especially have that where it's like, oh, I played this video game for 3,000 hours. Like, get off
somebody,
my video game.
somebody grab those bots, please.
You know. Oh, please copy is here. I heard a lot of that this weekend.
Yeah, yeah. I actually, Kyle hit the spots today, and I wanted to go hunt him, and one of the other guys wouldn't come up off of 20, and I'm like, really, dude, come on. I just want to hunt. I just want to hunt somebody real quick.
Yeah. I did work with the couple in Quebec. I did work them.
Are you talking about Kilo or Victor Echo 2 Juliet Charlie Alpha?
Yeah.
And yeah, Jean and Catherine.
Yep, I worked them. They were running their own call sign, so
Nice.
yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. I was doing a field day contact, and I was waiting for my turn to call, and he was explaining to the guy in front of him stuff because that guy didn't really understand what field day was going on, and he was telling him all the stuff. And he's like, "Oh, and if you do parks on the air, I'm also in Kilo blah 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 blah." So I did the field day contact. I was like, "Oh, by the way, can I give you my personal call for POTA?" He's like, "Sure." So I gave him that real quick. So
I did the same thing with John and Catherine. Like, hey, it's WA7PB, but I'm Whiskey Free Mike today. You guys work me all the time. So
yeah, they work me all the time too.
I heard Joe called me too on his call sign.
Great people. I like them a lot.
XLS.
All right, so we got about 7 minutes, and we're gonna have to wrap it up because Tank's gonna stream here in about 7 minutes. If anybody has any questions or anything, go ahead and drop them in the chat.
Ooh,
and
so I have a special video announcement. So at my field day, you get 100 points if you do a presentation.
Mm-hmm.
So I did a presentation on WinLink, and I recorded it.
Okay, cool.
So that it was actually pretty cool. Like actually seeing it being used and everything. It's like, all right,
good deal. When's that gonna drop?
I'm probably gonna do like a field day review this Tuesday. So probably next Tuesday I'll put it down. There's a little bit of editing to do with it. It's kind of long. It's like 20 minutes, but it was really cool seeing WinLink finally being used. Because I've never seen it being used, and seeing just how easy it is to set up too. Because all he had was the single link, I think that's what it is, hooked up to his radio.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, he said all you have to do is plug it in your computer. You're good to go.
I know Joseph Collins in the chat. He does it quite a bit. We've played around a little bit with it on Patreon After Dark chat and stuff before.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit. He said you could do an HF too, so
bots.
Yeah. Oh, Andy got him.
Thank you, Andy. They're please copy. We do not need your naked, cheap sex dating. They do need that over on 7,200. Go bot them.
Yeah. Yeah, the saddle only men on 7,200.
All right. I'm hoping I got enough good footage from field day between the rain and stuff to actually put a field day video out. If not, I will make a short video and stick it out for Patreons only. But I think I should have enough to make a short video at least.
I'll have like a 5, maybe 6 minute video. I got some drone footage too. So
I'm sorry, bots. Joseph Collins, email him. He is interested.
Yeah. But it's tough, like, because I finally got to use my drone. I can't use my drone downtown like DC because I can. I just don't want to risk it because I'll probably shoot that shit down. So
I actually have a little bit of drone footage from this weekend. So
cool.
That'll be cool.
Someone else had a drone.
Yeah. We all know I didn't. Anyway,
not yet.
We appreciate everybody coming out tonight. Next week we'll be over on Pat's stream.
Yep, and Mike will be back too.
And Mike will be back. So the whole gang will be back. So should be a good time.
And Hayden, hopefully.
And hopefully I will not be as tired as I am tonight. I'm gonna be struggling to make it through Tank and Jason's stream. Probably not a late shift for me tonight, guys. I did get in 2 parks already, but I'll probably just start back at my normal schedule in the morning, a little before 8. Other than that, thanks for everybody for stopping by. Patreons, you guys rock. The Adventure Club, the second quarter ends Thursday night at midnight. So the Adventure Club giveaway will be coming up shortly as well. If you're not subscribed to myself and Pat, make sure and subscribe, smash the like button, and we will catch you next week. 73.
7 3s.